Say hi to play with that.
Good evening and welcome to Norwalk City School District Board of Education regular meeting, November 11th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burkett. Mrs. Crawford.
Here.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Here.
Mr. Norris.
Here.
Mr. Ritzenthaler.
Here.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for slowing us down there. We're going too fast or not? We're going too fast? All right.
Is there a motion to adopt the agenda? Second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Norris.
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford.
Yes.
Mr. Ritzenthaler.
Yes.
Educational Spotlight.
Today we had many special presentations at all our buildings in Norwalk City School District. And tonight we are blessed to have Mrs. Smith from Pleasant Elementary and her students that will give a version of what took place during the day. So thank you to our vets. If you're in the room, if you're a vet, thank you very much for what you do in your service. And also thank you for our kids for the honoring of all the different programs that we had seen throughout the day. So thank you.
Mr. Cooley. In fact, the kids just gave me a speech for me to say. So I'm going to read what they told me that they need me to say for them. At this time, I would like to invite a few special students from Pleasant Elementary up to the floor to recognize all of our veterans on this very special day. So Mrs. Gamble's class, if you want to come up. This is for Mrs. Gamble's class. First, we have Brody Smart, a second grader, who has a poem that he would like to share.
Veterans Day. We thank the soldiers, brave and true, who fight for me, who fight for you. They wear their uniforms with pride to keep us safe on every side. They march, they sail, they fly so high. They guard out our land, our sea, our sky. So on this day, we stand and say, thank you, heroes, every day.
And next, we have Brooks Heidel, who will share a little information with you on why we associate poppies with veterans.
While we were puppies on Veterans Day, a long time ago, there was a big war called World War I. Many soldiers fought far from home in a place called Flanders. After the battles, bright red poppies began to grow in the field where the soldiers had fought and died. A soldier named John McCrae wrote a poem about the poppies, and people decided to wear them to remember and thank the soldiers. Today we wear poppies on Veterans Day to show that we are grateful for the brave men and women who protected our country.
At this time, I would like to recognize a special veteran on our school board. Mr. Norris, would you stand up, please? I would like to personally thank you for your service. All of my classmates also wanted to thank you for your service, too. As we learned about Veterans Day from our teacher and listened to speakers, we had a greater respect and understanding of just how brave and special our military men and women are. We hope you have had a great Veterans Day, and please enjoy this book we made for you.
Now we have Mrs. Over's class, who's going to present next.
My classmates and I are proud to share an acrostic poem with you to honor our veterans. Each letter shows something we appreciate about them. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you to all veterans for your service.
V is for victory, for keeping us free. E is for every day they protect you and me.
T is for thankful for all that they do.
E is for endless courage shining through.
R is for respect we give from our heart. A is for amazing life from the start. N is for noble, their honor is always true. Thank you for listening to our poem. Now we'd like to sing you a song. See the veterans, oh so brave, oh so brave. We thank you for your service, we thank you for your service. You're so strong, you're so strong. We remember on this day, fighting for freedom, We thank you, we thank you. Happy Veterans Day!
And now we have our third grade Mrs. Martin, who's going to address us.
Good evening. We are third graders at Pleasant Elementary, and today we want to thank and honor all the brave men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces.
Veterans Day is celebrated every year on November 11th. It is a special day to say thank you to all the veterans for protecting our freedom. What is a veteran?
A veteran is someone who served in the Army. A veteran is someone who served in the Navy.
A veteran is someone who served in the Air Force.
A veteran is someone who served in the Marines.
A veteran is someone who served in the Coast Guard or Space Force.
We thank you, veterans.
We
thank you for your courage, for all the things you do. We thank you for your service, for keeping us safe too. You marched and flew and sailed. You stood both day and night. You helped our nation stay strong. You fought to do what's right. Today we wave our flags, red, white, and blue, because we're proud Americans and we're thankful for you. Today we honor all veterans, past and present.
Thank you for your bravery and for keeping our country free.
Maybe out the kids on the cold night like this. You can have your, I'll meet you in the back, I'll be right up here. Unless you want to stay for the whole board meeting. But if not.
You're welcome. Thank you all.
Dad, where are we going? Where are we going?
Hi, Abby.
Bye.
Hey, Abby. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Great, special presentation.
Yes, we have two trip proposals, and we will start with our cheerleading trip proposal. So we have our advisor here, so she's going to speak to it. You can come on forward here. I know you have the voice. You could stay back there and present, but we like you closer.
I'll get a little closer. It's packed house and I walked in. How far do you want me?
Yeah, come all the way.
All the way?
We want this camera to have a good view of you here as well.
You're fine. Hi, I'm Mallory Cooker. I am the head cheerleading coach here at Norwalk High School, and I'm proposing and would like approval to hopefully take me, my assistant coach, and our 15 high school competing cheerleaders to the UCA High School National Cheerleading Championships in Orlando, Florida, January 30th through February 2nd of 2026.
I know that many of us were at the awards last night, but would you also share with everyone the awards that, or the announcement you made of all the winnings that your team just had? I feel like everyone should hear that.
Yes, so in Ohio, we do not consider cheer a sport here quite yet. I would love to get to that point someday, but we are, therefore we have like 3 state competitions. There's the OHSAA, state competition and they only sanction game day, so none of the super intense flipping or the throwing in the air or anything like that. We also have OASSA, which is ran by our Principals Association, and they have all of the different categories that they offer, as well as the OHSCCA, which is the Ohio Coaches Cheerleading Association. So it was created by coaches, ran by coaches in the state of Ohio, and has since expanded. And they hold 2 separate state competitions. One, which was the one we won Sunday, that is just for game day, and the one that they hold in January is for all of like the traditional teams, which is a lot of the flipping, the throwing, the music, stuff like that. And over the last 3 years, we have now officially won all 3 of them for game day, 2 of the 3 for traditional, and then hopefully in when we go attend again in February, we'll be able to take home our 3rd and final clean sweep of all the competitions in our other traditional routine, in addition to our regular season competitions that we attend all over Ohio, just like the one we are holding here November 23rd. So yeah, thank you for sharing.
So I'd like to compliment you. We have students that are actually, after high school, after Norwalk High School, are wanting to cheer post. So speak to that. There's a lot of interest there and different programs that now exist that our kids are funneling to.
Yes, since I've been coaching, this is only my 3rd year. Last year, we did have one senior girl commit to Ashland State University for cheerleading stuff. That is Drew Battles, who were the year prior got 5th place at nationals. So hopefully she'll be on another national title winning team this year. And then this year, Corey Stewart has gotten a Division I offer to go and cheer for the reigning national cheer champions at Bowling Green State University. We do have 2 other of our seniors trying to get recruited by BG right now. It takes a little bit longer for girls because there's a lot more applicants, of course. And yeah, hopefully of our 6 seniors, 3 of them will move on to the next level. But with introducing, more of a heavy competitive program here at Norwalk, it has been able to give them the abilities to move on and progress and be a little bit farther along when it comes into the their college careers and stuff like that.
So given the timeline, that is why later on the agenda, she is here for approval because she's asking for this academic year. We're going to be going to our music department and their entire year and a half away from their proposal. So they're looking at the 26-27. So this came up, so I just talked to Josh Slaughter, a few weeks back, and then this is like the immediacy of why we need to get Coach in front of you all to hear that, and then what this opportunity is for our kids.
That's great.
Awesome. Love it.
Good.
Well, that's not a yes. Appreciate it.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
All right, this time we'll turn to our music department. If you want to come forward and speak to, it just happens to be, we're sticking with the Disney theme here. So, and obviously I'm speaking about a few more kids than 15 here. So it's going to take some time in preparation for this trip. So thank you.
No problem. So we are proposing a similar trip, not this school year, next school year. It would be typically where the band would usually take their every 4-year large trip out of state. But this year we have the orchestra and choir directors interested in joining us in the music department trip. So that way we can bring all of the students involved in music. We can all go to clinics in the park and get all the experiences together. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for our kids. The obvious concern is the price, which is why we're here now as far in advance as we can so that we can give as many kids as possible a chance to raise as much as possible to try to offset the cost of the trip, because we know it is extreme. So that is why we are here this evening.
So how many kids would that estimate?
Well, I mean, right now, if we were able to take everybody, which would be amazing, it's 250 some students. Yeah.
Plus chaperones.
Yes, plus chaperones. So It's,
Saw that. I've been seeing it all day. All the schools.
I unfortunately complain. Okay,
so yes, did our proposal actually make it into your packets? You guys have that? Okay.
Yes.
Because that does have the price breakdowns and everything we're looking to do all over.
Yeah, I think it's great. Whatever we can do to help, will you have a bunch of little fundraisers or will we have? Okay.
We will pretty much start immediately and try to raise everything that's not nailed down somewhere else.
Fair. That's great.
So like I complimented Coach, like these three are just stellar teachers and great for our kids, great for our parents, great for our community. You just had to be at the concert the other night and it's a full house and you think the Performing Arts Center is large enough and like they're getting to the point where like some days we need larger than what we have. And there are so many students that are wanting to take classes that no kid can go wrong if they land in any of the band, choir, or orchestra. So like I said, sometimes you like brag and a little bodega, like you're a little stronger in your language than but your own people. But this is God's honest truth. Like we have the best music department around. Would not trade them for anyone at all. So powerful group here, and like I said, we would have confidence sending kids with you wherever they land on the map. So
Awesome. Whatever we can do to help with fundraising, we'd be happy. Awesome.
what other kind of grant opportunities exist there that you guys could pursue? Because obviously, in looking at our treasurer there, Joyce DePont, myself, sometimes we want to limit on how many times like parents, community people are being asked. So there's kind of that push and pull of, we understand you need to raise money, but we don't like kids going out to every door, knocking every door. Like we kind of want to limit that. So
And we have to be careful as well, because when we do any of the little fundraisers that we do where students are selling things, often they're selling things just to their parents, when the parents could just give the money to pay for their student and cut out the overpriced whatever it is that they're selling. So we completely understand that. So we will chase definitely the GeoTrack grant. That'll be the biggest one because that one is pretty much for field trips, whereas a lot of them, that's a limitation. We can't use them towards that. And so that'll be our first large scale target. And now that when we have approval, we will move in that direction first so that we can get it in grant set up.
okay. Now, we did not place you for approval like we did for our cheerleading trip. You would like that to be the case?
Yes, as soon, I mean, if it has to go on next month, that is fine as well.
Okay. Okay.
We would like to get started as soon as possible.
Can we add a motion to add a motion? Sure. The agenda? Is it too late? We'll motion to add it to the agenda tonight. Is there a second?
Second.
Do we need a roll call vote, Joyce?
Yes, please.
Okay, roll call please.
Mrs. Crawford?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Mr. Ritzenfeller?
Yes.
Appreciate that. We'll have that happen in a few minutes here.
Perfect.
Along with your.
Okay, public participation. Each person who wishes to address the board will be asked to give his and her name and address. Remarks should be limited to 3 minutes in length. If after everyone who wishes to do so has had an opportunity to speak, additional comments may be made up to a total allotted time of 30 minutes. Okay, treasurer reports.
Okay, so we have 2 sets of minutes to approve. We have the regular session meeting on October 7th, the special session meeting on October 28th. And next, we have October 2025 financial reports. Some items to note for the financials for October. School district income tax, the next quarter arrived. That's July through September of 2025. I did print it out since, so you can see it. Sometimes the visual helps a little bit better. Bit of a concern there. The last 2 quarters have been less than last year's same quarter, so that's concerning going forward. We'll keep an eye on it. Income tax moves quickly compared to other forms of revenue, so it's always a concern. So October is the first month for our Section 125 plan. You'll see that in the fringe benefit part that it's a little bit higher. This is the flexible spending account that our employees on the medical insurance receive. We also made our debt service bond payment on the pre-K-8 building. That was in October. It was $3 million in change. It shows as a payment on there. It says Zions Bank. It actually is due in November, but it was paid in October because they have to get the money ready to disperse to all of the bond owners. I did meet with our county auditor on Monday. We're looking at what to do for next tax season as far as the millage rate on the bond for the pre-K-8. As you know, it was passed on the ballot as an estimated 5.4 mils, but last year, this current year, it was only 4.35. So we're looking at what we're gonna do going forward. The 4.35 mils does bring in enough to cover it, but there's not much cushion. The concern, of course, is if there's a lot of delinquencies, that there's not gonna be enough for the next year. But I feel like in our discussion that we might be able to continue to keep it at that 4.35 mil rate next year, and then 26, maybe 27 is when we might have to look at a change, unless we do have as new valuation comes in, new buildings, new houses, that helps spread the burden, so that that's possible. We might need more of that, and therefore it wouldn't have to go up. But I feel like for next year that we're going to recommend that it stays at the 4.35. We did have some new investments, 6 new CDs. We had one at Savista that matured. We renewed that at 3.9. They're all pretty much in the 3.6 to 3.8%. Stars going down, the same with our account at Savista. The Federal Reserve did approve a interest rate cut at 0.25%. So we're seeing that come across as interest rates are starting to go down. And that's pretty much all we have for the financials for this month. Next section is our AUP. This is our agreed upon procedures audit through Ray. They are Medicaid, all of our therapy services that we provide to students, occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, nursing, any of that. We are able to bill Medicaid if the child is eligible, and then be reimbursed through the Medicaid, Ohio Medicaid Schools program. But it requires Ray to come in and do, it's basically an audit, but it's called an AUP, agreed upon procedures. And they just look at it to make sure that we're doing the correct things, getting the parent signature on the IEP and all the therapists and all that. So 50% of the cost is reimbursable by Medicaid, so that's helpful. So we'll go out for 3 years. They've been doing it for quite a few years for us now, so that's helpful. Next one is the public library, Norwood Public Library. They'd like to appoint Ryan Bowers to finish his remaining term that their trustee had to leave. So finish that term out and then start a new term ending in 2029. Next, we have our rebates. We have a rebate on a credit card that we get through the OASBO benchmark program. The yearly rebate was $473.77. We also have a repay one, which is where we use basically like a credit card, and they rebate us money for that. And that was a little bit higher. That was the $2,297, almost $2,300 for the year. That one we're seeing a little bit less going forward because more companies are charging if you use a credit card. So, if they charge 3%, obviously we don't use a credit card. We pretty much moved away from paper checks. We do as much as we can electronically just to help with any type of fraud for that. So, and the credit card is kind of going away too because everyone's charging since it is expensive. Next, we have joining the Southwestern Educational Purchasing Cooperative, EPC. This is so that we're able to use their purchasing power to purchase the van, which is the next one, is a 2026 Ford Transit low roof 9-passenger van that we're able to use for students to transport them to some of the schools that they have to go too far away. Currently, we're using a service to do this, and it's very expensive. So purchasing a van should help alleviate some of those costs going forward. And of course, we'll need a van driver and a van aide. So if you know anyone, we'll be looking for another van driver. It doesn't take the same qualifications that a school bus driver has. So maybe we'll be able to have a bigger pool. And speaking of which, I just got notification today that our wheelchair bus is in. So our new wheelchair bus should be arriving shortly. It's tighter and all that done. So that's good. And finally, we have disposal. A middle school trombone that apparently is no longer usable. So they're asking to dispose of that. I'm not sure if it's how you dispose of it, but if it's.
Some people make lamps out of them.
Give it to the airplanes.
It's true, I
That's
suppose.
an idea. It may go into a second life somewhere. So, and that's all I have for you this month.
Thanks, Joyce. Is there a motion to approve items 5.1 through 5.9 of the treasurer reports? Second? Discussion? So we talked a little bit about this yesterday, and I thought about it more. I think we should say it's 1.35 mil, much less, and as long as we have enough cushion, I think we should say, and I also wonder, are we gonna review it yearly?
Oh, yes, right,
Okay.
yes, every year I talk to Roland and we talk about the debt service before, when it was the high school, and, going forward, we'll do that. Because he has to set the millage rate depending on what the bond payment is and how much money we have in the account. So, yes, so we'll talk about it every year. It'll be on the tax budget, that you'll approve in January, and then that's when we set the rates. But he needs to know now to get it down to this point. So it pretty much means that all of the Norwich City School District tax rates will either be the same or lower going forward. Unfortunately, some other taxing entities are increasing, so that's gonna affect it, but for us, our tax rates are all going to be the same or less. Actually, it'll be less because there's valuations went up by about $4 million, so that will decrease it.
Any other discussion, or is everyone kind of in the same boat with that? I just feel like we already are lower than what we thought we were gonna be with taxpayers. I like that, and I like to keep it the same. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford?
Yes.
Mr. Ritzenthaler?
Yes.
Personnel.
For resignation, we have Kevin Nicolai, longtime custodian at Norwalk Middle School. He will be working through December 31st of 2025. Hopefully, we can get him here December 16th. We're gonna try to get him so we can celebrate him on the December 16th meeting, but we'll see. Great person. Like I said, I've started with my career with him, and he's been there a long time. And just great for our district, and hopefully we can honor him in December. Byron Crockett, he was a route bus driver for us. Landed another position with another company where when you have that ability, you can make a lot of money elsewhere, and he made a decision. We are down 2 route drivers now. We have 1 or 2 that we're looking at potentially in training to fill that. So here again, we took the van driver. I'll look out to the masses here and the 1,000 that are watching via live stream and say, we have opportunities for you as a bus driver with Norwalk City School District. So next area, volunteers. We have several Norwalk High School graduates here. Excited to see that, helping our kids coming back as coaches, and then 3 listed there as classroom volunteers.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve item 6.1 through 6.2 on personnel? Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford?
Yes.
Mr. Ritzenthaler?
Yes.
Superintendent report.
Yes, 7.1, contract with North Central Ohio ESC for phone system maintenance for this year. 7.2, adopt board policy. 8.07, expense reimbursements. 7.3 and 7.4, this is about 2 months too late, I understand, but so North Point has their handbook, so you approve each of our schools' handbook. So we're essentially, because our kids are in North Point programs, we're having to approve that. So hopefully next year I will get this to you in September and not in November. That is 7.3 is their handbook, the rules in which they follow. Similar to ours, of course, but there are a few tweaks that are different. 7.4 would allow those administrators, and they are administrator by title, those within the North Point ESC program, that worst case scenario, if there was a kid that had to be suspended, any of those 9 individuals listed there could be the ones that could suspend our kid. Like I said, I've been here a long time, have not seen that before, but that gives that opportunity if it needed to be. All right, now we're getting to our overnight trips. 7.5 is members of the wrestling team to travel to Top Gun Wrestling Invite in Alliance, Ohio in the new year, January 15th to 16th. And then moving on with our presentations here, members and coaches of Ohio for our Norwalk team to travel to Orlando for their competition January 30th through February 2nd, 2026. And with the newly amended item here, members of the music department to travel to Orlando in spring of 2027 for their overnight trip and experience.
Thank you, Mr. Cooley. Is there a motion to approve item 7.1 and the addition 7.6 under superintendent report?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Okay, any discussion?
How would we be getting the cheerleaders down to Florida?
We will be fine.
Flying?
Yep.
One question?
I would just want to say thanks for your leadership on that.
Yes.
I mean, both departments, really. I think it says a lot about you. Certainly, this adds an additional burden to you, but your willingness to take that on, I think, speaks volumes of you and your character and the care you have for our kids. So thank you.
And that goes with everyone.
Do we have to approve EHOPE the same way then? Or any of the districts, or is it? I just wondered, what makes this one different? Am I just,
For the ESC.
Yeah.
So Mr. McCully has that right as superintendent. So it is our kids, but our partnership allows him to.
well, okay, so this is a little bit different.
Yes.
Okay. That was my only question. Any other discussion? All right, roll call, or, yeah, I already did this, I'm just gonna roll call, please.
Mr. Isabella?
Yes.
Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Okay, so board item. We have the OFCC agreement for neutral facilitating services. I don't know if anyone can explain that better than I can.
Great, so this was, we've already had one meeting, it was considered an organizational meeting where all of the different groups came together and talked about how they would handle any conflicts that would happen in the future. We spent an entire day doing this. And it was facilitated by a person that the OFCC has like 3 different people that they use for this. And they chose what our coordinator, Elena, felt was the best one. And there will be 2 more of these sessions for sure. And then any possible, if there's any sort of conflict that comes up down the road with all the different groups that are involved in the building project, then they come together and help resolve it. So this is a requirement by the OFCC. It helps them keep everything on track and going forward, so.
Is there a motion to approve item 8.1?
So move.
Second,
Second?
any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford?
Yes.
Mr. Ritzenthaler?
Yes.
So 8.2 is the change of December 2025 regular session board meeting date. I forgot what they were and I didn't fill it in. So what's the Tuesday before?
Well, December 16th, because there was a program on the night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So
We were thinking the third
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Okay, third Tuesday. Any concerns on that from anyone? Or any suggestion of a different day? Good. All right, so we'll move that to Tuesday, December 16th. Is there a motion to approve?
Did you want to do the January at the same time, or do you want to wait till December to do January?
I think we can wait till December. That's okay. Unless anybody has a strong feeling of organizational meeting date right now for January.
Yeah, it might be better.
Yeah.
Just in case. It does have to be before the 15th, so just
No.
FYI.
Okay. Motion to approve that change.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford?
Yes.
Mr. Ritzenthaler?
Yes.
Okay, now we have executive session. So I need a motion to move into executive session for promotion and compensation of public employee.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Yes.
Mr. Norris?
Yes.
Mrs. Crawford?
Yes,
Mr. Ritzenthaler?
Yes.
there should not be any action after. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Appreciate it.